goals, man, to reach. One of my main goals is helping people. I can't help people with this the way I want to help people with this check every 2 weeks. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
Now live with Emacdahost. We on emerginglanes.com. We got my guy in the building, Mayback the president, aka White. Oh, my guy. No, I had to come out, man. Yeah. So we gotta go a little playback, guys. Let everybody know where you from. Who don't know where you from. If you don't know, my name is White. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all checking out me and my guy Emac. I had to go get him because he's the hottest out right now, you know what I'm saying? He does research and big shout out to him first. You know what I'm saying? Emac holding down, but my name is White. Currently got my first solo project on all digital platforms. I check it out on, iTunes, Apple, Spotify, Tidal, anything y'all can if y'all got it, check it out. But I'm originally from rapping Homestead, Long Island. But I also rap Edison, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about me, you know what I'm saying? I gotta pay homage to my grandpa, my grandparents. They raised me a couple of years down south, so I kind of rap both areas. You gotta rap both areas. You can't not rap both. Shout out to Edison, North Carolina. And also, you know what I mean, shout out to hometown, which is Homestead, Long Island. And look, White got the first exclusive interview before the radio show goes back on. Oh, that's love. I had to come out here and do that. Love. And I brought it out to my hood. You brought, he came out. We do travel. I kind of do travel. You brought us a nice casual spot. Yeah. Look, he had the drinks and everything ready, so you just go most of the shit offline, but, we do it, though. Love, man. Last time we sat down, it was the whole group, whole cast, whole family. Where the hell is London Cast and Guapo? They working right now, man. To be honest with you, they actually, I don't know if it's still a beans, but they got a tape about to drop for Double Drip. So that's following the Stephen Miller project, which is my first solo. So something else to be following that. Because I need to hear what I want to hear. Yeah. Is another cash flow coming? All right, that's all I said. Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to be a surprise, but we're working on this cash flow too as well. I ain't gonna give y'all the title right now. We already got the title. We got so much song. See the exclusive you get when you go to everybody? You know how to, reel it out. Like, pause for the people that, whatever. But yeah, they working on Double Drip right now. That's the collaboration tape. Following Be Remembered, and then hopefully shortly after that we'll have our actual cash flow tape comes back together. Our reunion. Not that we broke up. But, we haven't dropped a project in a long time, and people kind of been asking, especially after the solo. They're like, listen, they want to hear Lanez, they want to hear drop, but mainly they want to hear it together. But you probably don't even remember that 5 years ago, y'all was performing overseas. Now you sitting here doing your first solo show. How you feel about that? I like it. But, I'm used to the group thing, man. I'm used to the group thing. I love it. Mr. Man who said he would never do a solo. Yeah, like, I know you got the playback and everything like that, but originally when you acted years ago, how do you feel about, separate, going solo? I was the main one against it, you know what I'm saying? So, I know you got shit, you could find it. No, I still got to it. You know what I mean? So, help us put it up today, please. Yes, I was all the way against it, man. And, but, I had to give the people like personal projects. You know what I'm saying? So one thing about cash flow is we all make different music on a solo tip. We all got different vibes, we all got different cadences and pockets of it. And I wanted to get some pressure on myself, you know what I'm saying, off my back. I wanted to give the people me. Sometimes you gotta do that. And I understand, listening to the album, I understood why you had to do this solo. Anyway, and we're going to get all the stuff too. Now, let me ask you this. Do you remember the DC back ago? Or you got jerked? To this day, I still feel you got jerked. So can you explain what really was that? All right, so I'm trying to give y'all, because it's a long story that I didn't know. Like, I actually submitted a video to DC. We have to submit the video if you can get accepted to audition. That means you like, okay, you get accepted to go all the way to the different level. So I submitted my video. I got accepted to the advanced level where I advanced all the way to North Carolina. The thing is, I got the email on Thursday. I had to be out there Friday morning. You know what I'm saying? So I got the email about 5, 6 o'clock at night. and I was supposed to be out there by 10 o'clock today. So shout out to my homegirl T. She helped me down with the buddy pass. Got him down there, first thing out. ASAP. I got on the next flight. People don't be trucking the buddy pass. How much pass must be short. You know the crazy thing is, I just remember too. The crazy thing is, I had a Nipsey Hussle concert that next day. I missed my Nipsey Hussle concert. Rest in peace, man. I missed my Nipsey Hussle concert. Go down there and try to win. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday. Yeah, definitely. His birthday today. Happy birthday, man. One of my big inspirations. I know we're gonna get into that later. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I went down there. I got jerked. Originally, they didn't tell me what the plan was. You basically got points for bringing people in that came with you. Yeah. They had to pay to vote, things like that. So these are all the things I was unaware of. But I still came in 7th place out of like 200 rappers. You know what I'm saying? And that's grateful to see somebody that walked in with 4 people, the cats walking in with their whole family. It's grateful for some shit that I seen on the stage and shit that been on the stage. I'm just saying what I see. You dropped the clip right here. Yeah, I seen the fight. Sorry, dude. But I think so. It was about all groups of 5, so it had to be. So it was a lot of groups. I forgot. I was in like the 40th group and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And to make it out of 7 out of 200, I was close towards the end of the show, and I ain't see too many guys there out of 200. It might have been a total of 10 guys that was actually. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So then I seen some girls. You probably forgot about this, but I seen that she had Paul George out from the site, and he was flying back. I'm just wondering, did it ever happen? Nah, it never happened yet. And, that's actually one of my biggest plans for my next Bodega bars. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring them out. I told them out because I know, you know what I mean, anybody that's competitive, they're going to respond to that. You know what I'm saying? I told them out respectfully. It was no disrespect. Like, anybody that knows me knows George is actually my favorite battle rapper. And at the time, you know, he was calling himself the Cypher Killer. Yeah. And I had just smoked about 3 or 4 cyphers in my hood, so I was feeling like, let me call the Cypher Killer. I was feeling like I had a little weight on my chest, you know, come see me, but I still want to bring him out, but now I want to bring him out more special guests, not to call out, but, you know, out of respect to him, like I said, that's my favorite battle rapper. And I love the fight that he does. You know, it was dope that he was respond to it. I wasn't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting him to be like, who this little nigga? You know what I'm saying? Although I believe he's probably the same age. You know what I'm saying? You don't know somebody, you're like, I got stabbed if you don't. You know? So shout out to him. And hopefully you see this and, you know what I'm saying? He granted me my wish. I just wanted to come out and host. If he, you know, decide that he want to rap in the cypher, I would love it, man. Love to have him. You know what I mean? George, man, reach out to me. I was actually supposed to do a cypher with his. He had the good cypher competition. We went to Lewis. I just missed it, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I had to take care of him. I couldn't take care of the past, but hey, real life happened. Real life happened. But I definitely wanted to go out there and smoke some food. Before we get into the album, let's talk about things you do besides music, like punch time basketball. Like I said, I'm proud of you with that. So what made you do that besides a little bit of game? The mainly was the love of the game, man. Also, what was that was, you know, I like to find ways to give back on the entertainment level. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, you know, kids like to learn through entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So you give them something that they not expecting, that they can actually like to watch and learn from. Then they're valuable for growing up. You know what I'm saying? So we use basketball as a tool to get the kids to reel the kids in, and then teach them certain things. You know what I'm saying? So we do food training, we do give back, book bag giveaways, we do food drives, we do a bunch of different things throughout the program just to show that our appreciation for the community, and also to show that you don't have to be a celebrity to give back. You know what I'm saying? So, it's surprising, man. I didn't know you do taxes. Do you own a name accountant? Or you just work it? Hey, what Nah, I don't own it. I don't own that stuff. I had to ask you this before. I own it. We'd have 7 more cameras out here. I would have had your Mayback call us whole queens up. But now the reason why I got into it, man, and it's a funny story. I never really told nobody. I was actually pocket watching my man, who's one of the co-owners, and I went there one year to do my taxes, and you know I'm just sitting there watching. I was in there for about an hour and a half. I seen about 10 to 15 people go ahead of me, looking at that flying bird. I'm looking at the clock, but I'm also, what caught me was on the way out, you know what I'm saying, I could be charged. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know I got the homie price, you know what I'm saying, like, for the love price. So I'm looking like, never said nothing to him. You know, I like to do my research. I keep it back in my head. So I'm like, he charged for this. I know he probably charged him a little higher. He just made a couple racks in an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? On the legit side, you know what I mean? The legitimate side. So I was pocket watching. So that's mainly it. You can title the vlog, you know what I mean? The interview that White was pocket watching. Pocket watching. Gotta get some money, right? Got money, right? So a lot of people don't get into doing those taxes and all that. I'm trying to get on that type of thing. When I was just like, when I started doing it, I was like, that's dope anyway. To do that, we use it and then we give them back. So why do you feel people feel they can't give back because they're celebrities, because they're not celebrities? So that's what most people think, that you can't give back because you're not celebrities. I just think it's people, we brainwash a little bit. We kind of train to feel like you got to have a certain amount of money to do a certain amount of things, you know what I'm saying? It's not really that. It's not like that at all, you know what I mean? So, and that's one of the mission statements for my program and my everyday model is to be a member, you know what I'm saying? So, it's showing people that you don't have to be of a certain status. You don't have to have a certain amount of money to give back, you know what I'm saying? These kids, they gonna look up to you first before they look up to a Rick Ross. You right there. You see them more. You know what I mean? You see them more on an everyday basis. So if you was a fly guy in the hood or whatever the case may be, or somebody that's giving them knowledge and feeding them knowledge, you already have the influence. Yeah, that's how you use it now. Right. You know what I mean? So and they're gonna pay attention to everything. So when you roll up in that clean car, you know, it's not a Maserati. So they're gonna look like, okay, you know what I mean? You got it. Now let me talk about the role models in real life. Maurice Jackson, uncle. Pay homage to him on Instagram. I seen that. You have Peterson jersey. So what made you say homage to your uncle? I just wanted to give him his flowers while he was alive. When I went down south and my grandparents was raising me, he was the youngest, brother of all of the kids, out of my mom and my uncle. He was the youngest, so he was still living with my grandparents at the time. He was taught me a lot, bro. Like, honestly, man, he was taught me so much that I couldn't even speak on. And one of the main things he really taught me was patience, you know what I'm saying? How to deal with certain situations, you know what I'm saying? How to think things through before you react. You know what I mean? So, react off emotion and everything. So, y'all got the good version of White.
Pretty bad and simple, especially when it came to sports. I had a very foul mouth. I was,
So you was Rasheed Wallace on the basketball.
Yeah.
Which one you like to say?
I mean, who's worse?
Well, Ron Artest didn't say he was worse because he wanted to stand, but Rasheed Wallace got the most technicals ever in the league.
Ever?
So,
I was Rasheed.
So I think Rasheed Wallace.
I might have been worse than Rasheed, bro. I was bad, man. And, I actually went to anger management at an early age. You know what I'm saying? And mom shipped me off down south, and that's when it started, shaping my life.
You Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Definitely. I'll be right up out of here, you know what I'm saying? I'll be right up out of here. Go down there with your grandparents. And actually, my uncle was my first biggest influence, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's, like I said, that was one of the guys I looked up to on an everyday basis, you know what I'm saying? I seen him every day get fly. Seen him every day with the women. I seen him get cars. I seen him go to the car. Everything he did was dope to me. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was
you didn't even have to go look out for it. It's right there in your face.
It was right there in my face. I woke up to it. So I woke up to somebody I thought was super ill, you know what I'm saying, on an everyday basis. And I still think he's the illest, you know what I'm saying? And then also with the jerseys, I just like to go a different route, anything in life. So if everybody's going right, I usually like to go left.
How the hell did you get that jersey even made?
It was a custom guy that I went through that makes authentic jerseys out in Florida. I was looking for this manufacturing shop for the longest. So when I found it, I was like, okay. At the time, Mitchell and Ness was actually becoming back popular again. The jersey was the wave again. But I just wanted to do the jerseys just in my own style. So I started making them, and people that I looked up to growing up. You know what I'm saying? My brother, my cousin, Tom J, Devon Jackson, my uncle, and those are the people I wanted to pay homage with. You know what I mean? Just wanted to start something new.
Now, I know another role model of yours is Master P.
Yeah.
What would you say to Master P if you had a chance?
Just thank you. You know what I'm saying? Just truly, like, I appreciate, the blueprint that you laid out for us. Because I'm one of the few who actually follow it. You know what I'm saying? So ownership, entrepreneurship, these are things that I stress to myself, to my friends, my family. You know what I'm saying? And I got that from somebody I seen get it out the mud.
The crazy thing, a lot of people don't give Master P the credit that I feel he deserves. You see him say Jay, Diddy, and everybody else, Dre, but I don't think Master P get talked like he should be talked about.
He should be in top 3.
With entrepreneurship and everything.
Top 3 for what he did. You know, so you heard Snoop Dogg interview on what was that on? I think that was on his own joint we did.
I think he did.
And he said it was a time where Rockefeller and all of them was nobody getting no money but Master P.
Master P,
you know what I'm saying? And that was all independent money. You know what I'm saying? Right out his garage.
Right out his garage, and he was dropping everything out of that shit. Silk the Shop,
he had a roster of like 20 rappers. You know
and everybody got to drop an album off that shit.
You know what I mean? So I just sat back and learned and watched, bro.
Now, let me ask you this. Why did you do this? Before you dropped the album, well, you dropped the album, you remember, you go do 21 Savage cover. What made you do that? I just wanted to know what made you do that. Like,
I wanted to, like, as people know, like, all right, so if you know cash flow, if you know anything about our history, we kind of popular for making those covers. You know what I'm saying? We did our first interview with Emacdahost, you know what I'm saying, with you, off of a cover. You know what I'm saying?
So when I seen that, I was in tears. I was like, he really went back to this.
Had to give him
all of this original material. He still said, I'm jumping on that.
So here's the thing, right? So I'm big on marketing. I'm big on advertisement, which I got from, you know, some of my biggest inspirations, Master P, Nipsey Hussle, 2 Chainz. These are the guys that I follow. I research and I study these niggas. And they big on rollouts. They big on marketing. So I study this shit like that. Like, I know my actual talent is rapping. You know what I mean? So people like what they see, they like what they hear from me, they like my voice, my projection. So I use the rapping ability on top of that to market, you know what I'm saying, another way to advertise my album. You know what I'm saying? So they might see the cover, they might not follow my actual rollout of my personal life with the album, which that's what it was.
But the cover draws them in too.
The cover draws them in.
See what else he got going.
But then also, if you never heard me, you still might be skeptical. So now you like, here go a cover that you already used to listen to. You know what I'm saying? All right, so here go 21 Savage. The song was super hot at the time. I think it just came out.
It just came out.
It was only out like 2 days. I did it like
jumped right on it.
As soon as the instrumental dropped, I jumped right on it. You know what I'm saying? So pause too. I jumped right on the instrumental, got busy, and I put it right out. But I also still kept it real. And I had some more in the clip, but I wanted to start back my slick talking phase. Yeah. But I was still in my, you know what, let me keep it authentic with my real life. You know what I'm saying? So that was me talking about my album listening party.
Right. I mean, so that leads me to this question. You always got to get bars somewhere. So where did you come up with Bodega Bars? How did it come about?
The actual name came from True Skills, DJ True Skills. You know what I'm saying?
DJ True Skills.
You know what I mean? That's my guy. You know my boy from the DJ circuit. He everywhere. You know what I mean? DJing. The actual cipher came about with my cousin Ills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He posted something on Facebook around the time when the Shook Ones Challenge was going on.
That was popping for a minute.
It was popping for a hot minute. Like a whole summer.
Back.
A whole summer.
If you ain't doing Shook Ones Challenge and you're a rapper, there's like no reason for you to be rapping. Exactly. Everybody had to do it.
So I think everybody at that time was in their room getting their verse together. You know what I'm saying? So I hit him up while he wrote that status. Hit him up on the DM like, yo, cuz, we can either make this go viral or you want to do it by yourself. You let me know. He like hit me back laughing, like, what you mean? So I'm like, yo, I want to do something different with it. You know what I'm saying? I got the idea to do a cipher. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back to the raw element of hip hop.
The great thing is you brought it back to the Biggie element.
Yeah.
Biggie was in front of that corner store getting right.
That's where I got the inspiration from.
Yeah, when I seen it, I said, remind me of something.
Matter of fact, fucking inspiration. That's where I got the idea.
That's where you got the
whole idea from. I ain't gonna lie.
When I seen that, I was thinking about Notorious.
He was rapping. They had a DJ right there on the red crate, the milk crate. I got that whole idea from that. So I hit DJ True Skills up, and we did the cipher. We invited all the local hot rappers. You know what I'm saying? Some came, some didn't. Cool. You know what I mean? This shit ended up going viral. So shout out to that. The actual name came about was at the end. We was calling it Unity and Community. Yeah. That was just a name for right now. We ain't know what we had at the time. We just like, give it a name real quick. But at the end, as I'm leaving, we gotta get us a name. So I was talking to my cousin. Nigga, True Skills in the back, he overheard us like, yo, He called this the bodega bars. I turned around. I was like,
that's what it's gonna be.
Fire. That's it. We ain't gotta think about it. So as soon as I heard it, I'm like, yo, he on deck. That's the name. Bodega bars.
Now let's get into the album. First solo to be remembered. How did you come up with the title?
Just an everyday model. You know what I'm saying? Like a life model that I live by. Just a way of inspiring myself, a way of motivating myself. It's something that I strive for every day. You know what I mean? Every day I'm striving for. How can I do this without, just in case if I do get rich, if I don't get rich, you know what I'm saying? That's something that you can strive for. You don't need money to be remembered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I heard this quote one time when I was in college from actually the professor that I hated the most. You know what I'm saying? He said a baseball player stated back in the 70s, 80s, or whatever it was. I forget the baseball player name, which is bad. But he said, yo, if you're not remembered, you don't exist.
That's a dope quote.
You know what I mean? So
I can't remember what baseball player said that either.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, definitely sound remember. And I was gonna say Babe Ruth, but I don't think it's him.
Nah, he wasn't as popular as the big names, but to my knowledge, you know what I'm saying? I would remember Babe Ruth, but yeah.
You remember that teacher's quote though?
I definitely remember that quote.
So you didn't hate him that much.
Yo, listen, he gave me that quote and I basically simplified it and applied it to my life. You know what I'm saying? So
that's dope. Shout out to that teacher for giving you that quote. You don't want to shout about it? You actually took a quote.
Shout out to
you gotta give him some kind of props for that.
Was it Dr. Alfieri? Mr. Alfieri, you know what I mean? Everybody, when they hear this, they're gonna laugh. Everybody that was in sport management in college hated him, man. You know what I'm saying? We love him now.
But look, he taught you something.
Definitely.
Alright, so how did you pick the features for the album? You got a full body album, 15 joints. And Future Don't Remember You. You got who on that?
I got Ills on there, Remember Me. I got Ills on there.
My bad.
No good. Remember Me. I got Ills, Tahaj, Quasi, and I'm missing somebody. Money Dame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the way I picked the features was, first I started with Quasi. You know what I'm saying? I actually used to work with his brother, Keith New. That was my guy. I worked with his brother, and his brother sent me a couple tracks. You know what I'm saying? So that was my first time listening to him, hearing him. And I like the way he projected himself, you know what I'm saying? He got a dope voice, cadence, delivery. It's dope to me. So when I presented him the idea, you know what I mean? I actually like, yo, look, I got a song for you, but I want you to just sing the hook. He like, nah. I don't like nobody writing for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Even his brother called me like, yo, bro.
People don't feel like writing thing anymore. And it's a hook. That don't mean a person wrote your verse or anything.
Yeah, not
hooks could be written for people.
You can write hooks. But, you know what I'm saying? He's young. He's super young. I think like 20, 21 now. And he like, yo, he ain't want
to he was on it like that?
Yeah. So he like, I write my own stuff, man. Like, I go good. I could, you know what I mean, finesse it for you.
I'll fuck with him for that.
Yeah, I got you, man. I mean, he showed mad love too, man. But once I explained it to him, like, yo, nah, this is a personal project. And I like your voice projection, you know what I'm saying? So I think you would sound super dope on it, which he delivered. You know what I mean? And big shout out to him because he killed that hook. And I ended up adding Tahaj on the end of the hook with the singing.
Yeah.
And them two blended in together was magic. That shit was fire to me. So that's how I got there. With the rapping, Ills and Dame is like
just what they do.
They my two favorite rappers besides, my guys. You know what I mean? London and Guap. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody really can rock with them too. But I'm being biased. It's hometown. You know what I'm saying? Not on.
No, you could be biased.
I'm being biased, but not really, because I hear stuff that y'all would probably never hear. And I think it's the illest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? So they one of the reasons why I go so hard. You know what I mean? Because I hear shit and I'm like, yo, fam, we gotta put this shit out. My nigga, like, niggas just need to hear it. And we just real strategic, man. So Dame and Ills are my two favorites. Two of my favorites from Long Island.
Yeah.
And I had to get them on. It was my cousin. And that was the rapping's ass off, man. Money Dame got a different flavor and texture when he's spitting. He got that real grittiness, and it's just like, he mean what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got one of my favorite lines. So I didn't mean to cut you off. said something like, I ain't know the chick. I bagged her when I met her. Like, I smashed her when I met her. Like, it was just fire the way he flipped it. And it's super dope, man. Shout out to Dame and Ills, man, holding me down.
Now, on Cruising Through, totally different
What's the vibe?
The vibe, when I heard that track, I said, what the fuck? You got to do Anthony on it.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Heavy
metal. It sounded like some Run DMC, and who was it with Run DMC?
Aerosmith. That's the vibe.
Rock This Way and all that.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I said, okay, I get where he's going with that.
Yeah.
Was that what you was looking for?
That's the exact vibe I was looking for. We all went to the same spot. So he told me early on in the game, like, yo, I got a band, heavy metal, rock and roll that I'm the lead singer. Kept it in the back of my mind for a little minute. So
yeah, Mr. Save Everything.
Save everything. Got you. So you say something to me, I keep it there. You know what I mean? I lock it in storage. But he said that, I kept it in my mind. I'm like, okay, when it's time to present the idea, I'm gonna do it. So I proposed the idea, and he was with it. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, he actually had a little studio in his crib. We recorded that joint in his crib. You know what I'm saying?
How long it took y'all to do that?
Oh, I already had the song written. And he ended up writing the verse at the end.
Yeah.
And he kind of flexed the hook a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To his own liking. You know what I mean? I said, yo, I got the structure. You just hold it down. You know what I mean? So he liked the original hook, but he added his own flavor to it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, another joint I'm definitely feeling a lot of the joint. 70 Degrees. You have Angelica Robinson on it. Body Bagging. How did that come about? Killed it, man.
My brother Kerry, man, big shout out to Kerry. He was the reason for me putting her on. I think he kind of was like playing around when he was like telling me to put on. I'm like, yo, I need to sing. I had the track for a minute. I knew what vibe I was looking for. And I couldn't find a female singer for the longest. I was sitting on that track for like 6 months, to be honest with you. Probably like maybe even longer.
Was that the longest track that you sat on?
I sat on that and the Cruising Through joint. I sat on that joint because his verse, I actually did it before. I had a whole other verse. I took it off. And once I heard his section, it was like, he bodied
Let him have it.
He killed it. So with Angelica, same thing. I hit her up. I think it started as a joke. But when I sent it to her, she immediately like body bagged, like FaceTime me back with the verse. And I was super impressed, man. Like, happy, impressed, ready to go all at once. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, yo, I'm setting the studio time tomorrow. Like, what's the schedule like? So she gave me her free time, called my engineer. We went and knocked it out as soon as possible. You know what I mean? So, she does all type of singing. You know what I mean? I just wish she took it a little more serious.
Yeah.
She got raw
I wish she would take it a little serious.
My nigga, she had
Let's hear on
that.
I said she should.
That's natural, raw, wake up voice. I can wake up and do that. You know what I mean? That's her. You know what I mean?
Now you got another joint, Rihanna.
Rihanna, yeah.
You got Blue on that. Rihanna. How did that come about, and why did you use Riri's name?
That's actually Blue's record. You know what I mean? Shout out to Blue. That's Blue's record. I asked him, can I have it? As soon as he recorded it, he was actually going to use it for his project, or we was actually going to use it for an EP project that me and him was going to do.
You always doing EP.
Yeah,
always supposed to be doing EP.
Yeah, yo, listen, I proposed my ideas, and I like the vibe. You know what I'm saying? And with between the artists,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because certain vibes you just can't get. You know what I mean? Like some shit is just songs. You know what I mean? Like I'm here to rap my verse. I'm going home. When you put it out, I'll promote it.
Yeah.
But certain vibes, you like, yo, they're so natural and organic.
Me and him could just
that we need to vibe out. Like that record came about with us just sitting in the room.
Nah, I get it though. Like when I do interviews, you know what the interview is already.
Yeah.
The vibe already on the interview, so I get it.
You know what I mean? So I asked him for the record. He gave it to me. What? Long story short was, he actually ended up getting locked up for about 2 or 3 years, if I'm not mistaken.
So he home now, though, right?
Yeah, he definitely home now. He home now. He was at the listening party. You know what I mean? So big shout out to him.
Definitely shout out to Blue. Welcome home.
And the reason why we named it Rihanna was we had a punchline about Rihanna in the song that kind of stood out.
Yeah.
And with the EP that we're supposed to do, it's still in the works. You know what I mean? It's always in the works with us. That's my man. So we was going to name each song after a celebrity. Try to bring different,
Try to bring songs.
Yeah, bring awareness to it. So song named Lil Boosie. It could be a song named Beyonce. It could be a song named Ariana Grande. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just gonna be a song.
You just gonna hear it, and it might just be one punchline about that artist. You know what I'm saying? It's not really about them.
Now, featherweight, you got Guapo on it.
Yeah.
Who else you got on that joint?
I got Equation Green and Marjorie.
And now, why did you pick them for that track? Because that's 4 people on the 2 singers, and it was different vibe with the singing. So what made you do that like that?
Well, with this, we start with Guap, man.
Right.
We start with Guap. Guap it's a home run every time. If you give him a structure, a hook, and I guess subject matter, he gonna knock it home every time. You know what I'm saying? It's a home run for him. Rapping for him is just easy. You know what I'm saying? London cats too. They do like a lot of times. Me and London actually comes up with the hook. Yeah. The Guap he's a rapper. Like he's the wordsmith. You know what I mean? There and London is more of the finesse. He gonna kill it. He gonna give you the vibes. You know what I mean? But so I gave him like, yo, this is your verse. You know what I'm saying? Gave him the time limit. I ain't even listen to his verse till it was time to come back to the studio. I already know what time it was. That's a home run. So boom, that's one. I got Equasia out there. That's my sister. You know what I'm saying? I'm really close with her. I wanted her to bring her element to it, where she kind of like do like opera singing and like church singing and stuff like that. And so I wanted her to bring her flavor to it. As you can see, like she was, you listen to the track called Feel Away. She was kind of like more so it was like an argument. You know what I'm saying? She was expressing her feelings. But she was doing it in a talkative, singing kind of manner that I thought was so dope.
Like a poultry type of thing, how she was
like spoken word,
like
you know what I'm saying?
I was like, this is definitely different.
With more cadence, you know what I mean? So that was dope. And I told my engineer, like, yo, I need another woman to hold it down in the last verse, to close it, bring it home. He brought the young lady Marjorie in.
But that's how you wanted the track to be?
I wanted it because I wanted it to be 2 on 2. Yeah. 2 guys telling 2 different stories of how they got hurt and, you know, spilling their emotions, their feelings, which we don't normally do. You know what I'm
guys
saying?
Can't even get away with doing that.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do that. I didn't want it to be me talking too personal on it, but I gave him my side of the story. Yeah. Wop gave him his side of the story, which he was actually going through something at the time. Yeah. So I was hoping you know what I mean? That was me challenging him, like, yo.
So you got it out of him.
Got it right out of him. Listen to it. You'll see what I'm talking about. He let it out.
He let it
out. You know what I'm saying? And then Marjorie's just like a singer, man. Like, whatever you need from her, high pitch, low tones, baritone, alto, she can do it all, man. So, like, she's a singer, she takes it serious.
That was a well put together track.
You know what I mean? So I wanted to get my DJ Khaled on with that.
So, just mix it up.
Yeah. So
how did you come up with the sound bites?
The sound bites was key for me. That was a way for me to separate myself and let people know this is a real project. You know what I'm saying? So I came up with the sound bites because I'm constantly, if I hear something like an interview or something and I feel like it's legendary, I'm going to jot down the timestamps. I might even save the video, but I know I'm going to eventually use it. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't for music, I may use it for soundbite for one of my Crunch Time Basketball, you know, inspirational videos or whatever the case may be. But I'm constantly saving some. I'm like a human.
I guess we do the same thing.
Yeah, SIM card. You know what I mean? So that was it. So I came in with those sound bites as like I said, as I heard them, I saved them, and I try to plug them in where it fits.
What is your favorite sound bite?
My favorite sound bite is.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. I thought it was your mom, but then I was gonna say your nephew. If I'm correct.
That's a fact.
Why?
The reason why, because, you know what I mean, I'm glad I did this for people to ask the question.
I just thought it was dope, but I really want to know why.
You know what I mean? That was me, and, you know, the whole project is basically me paying homage to my grandpops. You know what I mean? Thanking him for raising me, showing me the ropes and things like that. What a lot of people don't know is the reason why I put him on the end of the song, with me praising my grandpa so much, was they got the same exact birthday. So my grandpa never got a chance, obviously, to meet his great grandson. So that was him. That was me introducing them two together. You know what I'm saying? Just giving, you know, praising them and giving them high honors. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. That was pretty much it, man. So.
Now, what does the cover sound like?
The cover it's like a work of art, you know what I'm saying? I kind of wanted to give it a legendary feel, but an up-to-date feel. You know what I'm saying? So as you see the cover, it's split in half with, you know, to me, black and white symbolizes something legendary.
That.
You know what I'm saying? That's me, personally. I don't know if that's accurate or
no, but I think that's accurate.
When I see black and white in a dope photo,
yeah.
I think it's something legendary, you know what I'm saying? So that's why even if you see me go black and white, I think it's some legendary shit for myself. You know what I'm saying? So you might see me edit. I don't do it a lot or often, but if you see me edit my own photo on Instagram, I think I did some legendary shit. You know what I mean? So that was me, like I said, paying homage to my grandpops, man, and showing him in a way that, you know, a lot of people didn't see. You know what I mean? So that was me actually looking back on the past and saying, you know, this is a legend to me. You know what I'm saying? This is my icon. You know what I mean? So I thought that whole moment was a legendary moment. You know what I mean? So
now, what did your grandparents mean to you, especially your grandpa? Because you speak about him a lot, so I definitely got to ask that.
You got the lights in here, so you heard it.
The lights that came on, everything is on.
They meant everything, man. I don't really speak about my grandma that much, but I never seen a woman as strong as her. You know what I'm saying? Her and my mom was like.
They always say the grandmother is strong like that.
Yeah, they different kind of strong. Like my grandmother was sick for about 2 or 3 years.
But she'll call you.
Did I know?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew. We all knew. So, but she'll call you when you down and out and like asking you if you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I used to be like, "Yo, grandma, like,
you said,
like your time is limited." You know what I'm saying? Not saying like that, but I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of youth left in me. You know what I mean? So with her, she was just so strong, and like I said, I don't give as much praise as my grandpa because that was like my #1 fan. Yeah. But she probably was #2. You know what I'm saying?
Mine is actually a reverse. My grandmother's #1 fan, my grandpa would be probably #2.
Yeah,
it's crazy, right?
Yeah. That's it's not a lot of it. It's crazy. Now you know it was mama's boys, daddy's girls. So
me and my grandpa was like this, but me and my grandmother is totally different.
Nah, that's love. That's love, bro.
Okay, so I understood.
They meant everything to me. So they taught me stuff that I still value and cherish to the day.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I understand you totally with all that. Same thing you going through, I went through too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? With losing the grandparents and all that. Yeah. Totally different everything.
It changed the structure of how you look at life, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, now you're kind of like a piece of your foundation is gone.
You are the foundation.
Yeah, coming up now.
Right? You are the foundation.
I am.
Yeah, I understand that wholeheartedly. I lost both of my parents, grandparents, back to back. 2016, 2017. It's like, dude, now it's you. You know what I'm saying?
What's up? Yeah, I got it. Oh, man.
So when I seen the Be Remember shit, I saw instantly understood everything you was going through.
See how personal the project was. You know I try not to give people too much. Like, I really just want y'all to listen. Personal project, I'm pretty sure you can relate to 80 to 90% of the tracks. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a couple of lyrics, a couple bars, or, you know what I'm saying, maybe even the whole song. But check it out, give it a listen. You know what I'm saying?
Now I gotta ask you, who and what inspired your rollout plan?
My full rollout plan?
Yeah.
I
need to know that.
To be honest with you, my full rollout plan, I was inspired by 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz?
2 Chainz.
People don't understand how smart 2 Chainz is. I don't think he get a lot of credit for that either.
Yo, 2 Chainz is very intelligent, man. Son is, for lack of better words, that nigga smart as hell, man. Like, him and his team, like I said, I pay attention to different elements. Like, I know it ain't just about music. You know what I'm saying? Your talent is cool.
You're looking past the music.
I'm looking past it because one day, if I don't actually make it with my music, I feel like I can help somebody on the back end. You know what I'm saying? And
you'll still be around music.
I still be around something I love, exactly. So basketball and music is my 2 top things. But 2 Chainz inspired my rollout as well as Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
But on the rollout, more so 2 Chainz, how he actually structured everything and pieced it all together, how he executed.
Yeah.
That was big for me, you know what I'm saying? Getting the videos out, getting the visuals out, letting people know. Because it's kind of abrupt. You kind of dropping it on the quick. Like, I'm going from basketball straight into my music, you know what I'm saying? I got to constantly promote. So I wanted people to know when I'm dropping the music that this is something serious. I'm not just out here, you know what I mean? Like,
I want my music to be remembered.
I want my life to be remembered. You know what I mean? So that's a fact.
So what was the marketing plan and strategy behind the project?
The marketing plan was to let people know how much I honor my grandpops and how much he inspired me to inspire others.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like he inspired me, he gave me different, elements and jewels that I could pass on to somebody that, may help them in their life. You know what I mean? So stuff I can speak on, some stuff I can't, but I always try to drop those same gems that he gave me. He inspired me. Like mainly the number one thing I learned from him, which he never ever spoke on, you just watch and see, like from examples, the work ethic. Like you ever see my posts? I'm constantly saying, yo, you're not gonna outwork me. You can't. Like you can't outwork. It's not.
I think all grandfathers was workaholics. You know, but that's one thing I remember about my own grandfather. Constantly work until he couldn't work.
Yeah. Like literally to dawn, man, and then get right back up, do it all over again. Right. 7 days a week for them. You know what I mean? Had a job, came home, had his own farm.
Let me ask you this: do you feel our generation has lost that work ethic that our grandparents had?
I want to say they lost it. I want to say they didn't have their grandparents the grandparents like ours to show them the ropes. And nowadays technology is just, it enables them. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just all the technology is for the lazy people. You know what I'm saying? It's enabling them.
That's how I feel.
So they grew up in that era. So I can't say they have the lack of work ethic because people.
No, you can't say that. They really do.
They have it, but the reason they grew up in the era that was already lazy.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You know what I mean? So for the people who could see past technology and things like that, like for example with the music, it ain't just music. It ain't just I can rap my ass off. Right. It's bigger than that.
So now let's dig into the album. We got past the plans behind it. And for me, I feel like the first 4 joints on the album is very personal to you. Then I feel like the next 9 is showing your versatility with the music. And I feel like the last 2 is where you're going in life and what you want your legacy to be. Am I correct? Or do you see the album differently?
Slightly different. Slightly different. I believe the first 4 to 5 is definitely personal. You hit that on the nail. The middle tracks, I structured it to where I can show my versatility.
Okay.
Yeah, you 2 for 2. You said the first. You said the next 9 though. I would say like the next 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? And then like the last 4 or 5. So you pretty much hit it on the nail. The last 4 or 5 is me going back into a different chapter of my life. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking from a different angle. So if you listen to those first 4 songs, it's kind of like me inspiring myself, talking to myself, even with I Want It All. If you listen to that soundbite, if you go back and pay attention to it, I'm talking to myself. That's me on the phone talking to it's like a foreshadowing. You're talking to yourself like, yo, get it back together. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Right. You gotta go get it yourself. That's me telling myself like, get your lazy ass up. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we're gonna break down some joints on the album. Let's break down the personal joints, if we may, song by song. Angel Advice. Now I love the words in the beginning. Who was that and why you use those words?
In the very beginning of Angel Advice?
Angel Advice.
That was what's my girl name? She was my favorite actress too.
Don't tell me, it sounds like Viola Davis.
Viola Davis. How to Get Away with Murder.
See, I hit it. See, I paid attention to the album.
Yeah. Viola Davis. How to Get Away with Murder. She's actually one of my new favorite actors.
Look, you can never say I didn't listen to the album.
Yeah, no. I appreciate it. You definitely helped me on this. And that's crazy because I love her to death, man. And Viola Davis. So that's actually the funny thing is it's on the very first song, but it's actually the last soundbite that I found closing out the project. So I was at work when I heard it. Like I said, I saved it, but I'm like, I think I can use this right now. So I just sent it because I didn't have time. I was working. I was at work, and I sent it to my engineer, and I said, "Yo, I think I want to use the very beginning part of this." And he said he dropped it right into the track, and it kind of like fell into place. Right. So it kind of fell right in our hands. Because the sound what I had was longer than that. It was about like a minute. I think
he clipped it a little.
No, I think he said it just happened that way.
No, it just happened to just roll it like that.
He said it just happened that way. So he said, yo, so he sent it back to me. He said, what you think about it? I said, yo, this is fire. It fits perfect. So it's real quick, get right to the point, and the song come on. And I'm like, yo, you chopped it that way? He said, yo, it kind of just fell in that way, man. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of just fell in place.
So I want to ask you this, because on that same track, you didn't go to the funeral of your grandfather, and you didn't go to the gravesite. Why haven't you been? Or have you been now?
I still haven't been, bro. Still haven't. He meant so much to me, man. I was at the time I was just scared, you know what I'm saying? Nervous. And I was too emotional to go. I was in North Carolina when he passed.
Yeah.
But then I was in New York. I came back to New York when it was time to go back to the funeral, and I just denied everything. Like I just wanted to be by myself. I kind of fell into depression, state of depression. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing back then, you know what I mean, what it was, but definitely fell into a state of depression. You know what I mean? And cause I ain't talked to nobody for months. Not even my own family. It was just go about my business, come back home, and that was that, man. So I definitely fell into a big state of depression.
I can understand that. Like, I will advise you to go. You know what I'm saying? I go to my grandmother's. I try to make it at least every week. You know what I'm saying? And that's like my place to go and just get everything off. And I know how much your grandfather means to you. So, me personally, I would tell you when you get a chance to go, just let that be a safe haven place.
Yeah.
Because when the world was going crazy for me, I just started sitting there. I won't say nothing to nobody. And I know I have to make it to that cemetery. Yeah. And I just let it all out, and then everything, I'll be at peace again.
Uplift your spirits, like how you feel after you leave.
Yeah, uplift everything. I just give it to my grandmother. So when I go there, when everything is bothering me and I don't have no more answers, I just say, all right, I got to go to the cemetery. And I'll be there probably for 2-3 hours by myself and just let everything out. And I think if you went there, a lot of things you'll get off. Like, that's just me personally. A lot of things you will just, it'll be you and your grandfather. You know what I'm saying? And that's the last place he's actually at. So it'll always be you and him there.
Yeah. He got buried in North Carolina, obviously. But so I did tell myself when I do, I plan on going this year. So our next trip that I make down there and go see the family, go check them out.
When you do call me after you visit.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. Call me. You're gonna feel totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me to go through, I went through it twice. I go to my grandmother's house, but it ain't the same as me going to the cemetery because I know where she's at. So when I go there, I just let everything go and just come back. And I think for you go visit your grandfather when the time is right. You know what I'm saying? That's not something you rush. When I thought about that when I heard the track, I'm like, I gotta tell him that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's major. I'm definitely gonna go when I get a chance.
Let me ask you another question off that track. Do you still tell yourself that you don't care anymore?
So, I haven't told myself that in a long time.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Only a person that go through death would say that. To live through, like, to go through somebody passing and such that. So, I kind of understand why you're saying that. You know what I'm saying? So, do you think about that sometimes?
I haven't thought about it in a minute, to be honest with you, bro. That's tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We might have to get back to that one, man. Like, that's crazy.
So, I got another one I gotta ask you.
That's
because
tough.
when I was really listening to this song, this is one of the songs I relate to the most. I see you blame God for breaking up you and your grandfather's bond. Do you still feel that way today?
No, I don't feel that way today. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody got their time, and we all on a time clock. You know what I'm saying? We all on a time clock. It's clicking right. I mean, it's ticking right now for all of us.
Right. We don't get younger. We get older every day.
I was very young and immature at the time. Even though I wrote those lyrics.
So you think that you wasn't young and immature?
No, but I tapped when I wrote the lyrics. I tapped into the phase of when I first lost them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was tapping into, the younger me again. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, and also it was a dope punchline, I thought. You know what I'm saying? Thought it was a dope punchline, but also I wanted to show how much I loved him. You
Yeah.
know, how deeply I loved him. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't get shot or anything like that. He died from a heart attack.
That's important.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, naturally, we all went on to look for somebody to blame. You know what I'm saying? Yo, who did this? Who?
Why it happened to me?
Yeah, you looking for redemption.
That's
you know?
the first thing you come with.
Exactly. So, I'm like,
take it from me, because I said the same thing you said. That's why I understood this track. I played this track. I probably played this track more than I played any other track. And I said, damn, somebody understand what I'm going through.
Crazy.
Like mentally, I used to blame, like, why God do this to me?
Had an unbreakable bond. God ruined that. I just thought that was so dope, and that's actually how I was feeling. You know what I'm saying at the time. So, nah, I don't think that. But that's the reason for the motto of be remembered. You know what I'm saying? So make a legacy, create your legacy, and try to be, for me, try to be remembered as much as possible while you're here on this earth.
Yeah, your grandfather is being remembered right now through you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's crazy. I didn't think about that till months after it dropped. You know what I'm saying? How much people like probably know him. You know what I'm saying? Through me. You know what I'm saying? So he's still living, and that's dope. I did want to keep his name alive, but you know, I didn't know how much I actually fed him. You know,
I'm gonna tell you personally, I feel you're doing a good job keeping his name alive.
Appreciate it.
For everything you're doing, I know he's probably looking down, saying, "Yeah, that's my grandson."
Appreciate it.
Now, old heads believe the news, young cats want attention. Explain that line.
Old heads believe it. I got that line, honestly, man, from my parents, actually,
I
man.
fucking believe that line, too.
Yo, from my parents, man, because, you know, they don't really, it's funny, man, because, like, negativity travels so fast.
Yeah.
And basically, I got that line was created because it was a situation that happened in my hood. I ain't gonna speak about it, but a situation that happened in my hood that, you know, a guy kind of was wrongly accused of something that he did that he didn't do.
And it was on the news?
But it was on the news.
And the old heads, you know, automatically say.
My parents and a lot of the other old heads that don't come outside and know what's actually going on outside.
As soon as they see the news, it's accurate.
They see the news and exactly, they believe what they see, you know what I'm saying? And you trying to explain it because you actually know this one. So I'm going to combat with my own parents, and they're like, "Well, you just don't need." Yeah, so
Kai Tongue told me something else, and then
exactly,
you can't beat that.
So that's where that line came from. And then young cats want attention. That's the new. Attention is the new money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Attention is the new root of evil, man.
You don't even have to give these kids money. Just give them some clout, and they'll do anything.
Give them some love, give them some likes and some views.
That don't give you no money.
Yeah, but they love it.
But they love it.
You know what I'm saying? I was telling my guy before, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people was looking for love through the likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the new era is about. You know what I mean? I'm gonna post something, I'm looking for love through the likes.
If I don't get it, I'm taking it down.
Yeah, now it's causing depression for them because now I ain't getting 50,000 hit ups. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting 50,000 views, no likes.
They not interacting with me on there.
Exactly. So
you don't feel like you're somebody. Social media has actually been killing people like that.
It's killing all their social skills.
Right. They don't even happen. Now we're gonna go to my next show. Cynthia Soul Food. How did you come up with that concept?
That concept came from Crunch Time basketball, man. Believe it or not.
We back to Crunch Time.
You know what I mean? Believe it or not. Yo, so basically, if you listen to the lyrics, like I said, everything on this tape is 100% authentic, official, it's real. You know what I'm saying? So I got a line.
Can I say my favorite part?
Yeah, go ahead.
I put my mother on for extra bet.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say. So
most niggas say they put their man on.
Yeah.
But you said you put your mother on. Do explain that.
That's gangster.
That is the most gangster shit I heard. Nobody. You know what most people say? I'm gonna go buy my mom a house.
Yeah.
But no, me and my mom gonna get this money
together. Exactly. So with the Crunch Time basketball platform, I used that. I see we was bringing in, you know, a couple hundred people, maybe like close to 200, 300 people on a weekly basis. And I know she's already popular in the neighborhood for her catering, her soul food. So, you know, once we got the okay to sell food at the games, like legit hot plates. I'm talking soul food, because we had to go to combat for that for a little while. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they was fighting y'all on that.
Yeah, that's because they don't really like hot plates inside the gymnasium.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we had to.
I'm sorry. I don't like the shadow on your face.
Nah. With the hat?
No, it's just the cross lighting was washing the shadow out. So
Okay.
Look a little. Well, if you look forward in that way.
It's probably the hat, right?
Nah, the hat actually looks cool. It's just when you turn that way, because look, behind you is a lot of shadow.
Should I do more talking directly to the camera?
That's it looks a little cleaner, because when you turn to the side, you can't go back to that side.
Yeah. Cynthia's Soul Food. How did you come up with that concept?
Oh man, I got that concept from Crunchtown Basketball, man, from my platform with Crunchtown Basketball. So
Look, we back to Crunchtown Basketball.
it's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. Yo, big shout out to my guys, Mo Dingle. You know what I'm saying? Marcus, Rev. You know, that's family, man. So we got something real special going on. But that actual song is 100% authentic, 100% real. You know what I mean? The concept I got because once we got the go ahead, the okay, to actually sell hot plates, sell soul food in the gymnasium to the people. Because I see we was bringing in a capacity of about 200, 300 people on a weekly basis every Sunday.
Can I tell you my favorite line?
What's your favorite line? It might be.
How can I please say? I put my mom on for extra.
Gangster.
That is like one of the hardest lines I heard, because niggas always say, I'm gonna just go buy my mom a house or whatever. But you like, nigga, I put my mom on, or they say they're gonna put their man on. But for you to put your mom on, we both gonna get this money at the same time.
That might be my favorite line that's not a punchline on the tape. Because it's so authentic, it's so real, you know what I'm saying? So, like, and the reason, like, that actually created the concept, you know what I'm saying? The concept was created once I brought it in. We bringing in 150, 200, sometimes 300 people in one gym. She's selling out, you know what I'm saying? Making buku money on a weekly basis, you know what I'm saying? Money that's, she don't work. You know what I mean? This is
on a weekend boom.
So that's when people hear that line now, you go hear that song. It was the song was created and the concept was created. I put my mom on for extra break. I brought my mom into the gym to Crunchtown Basketball. Let her sell her soul food, her catering, her services, and then it was people coming to the games, bro, who didn't care nothing about
the game. They coming to get
nothing
that food.
about basketball, bro. They coming in from Brooklyn, Queens. I swear to God, they coming in from Brooklyn, Queens, grabbing a plate. They might stay for a quarter and they out. That was a Sunday dinner. That was a Sunday dinner, bro. I promise you.
They acting like they coming for that game. They just got that.
No, they ain't acting.
Oh, they ain't acting.
Nah, they not acting, bro. They coming in, walk straight to the back. We had to set up in the back by the exit doors. They coming in. Some couple of them was old heads, so you know they not. They don't care. They don't care about these young niggas playing ball. They don't even know what's going on. Somehow the food got out there, bro. They was legit coming. They were like, yo, are you gonna be here next Sunday? It was a Sunday thing.
They said you gonna be here next Sunday?
Yeah, we call it Crunch Time Sundays, you know what I mean? So Sundays was, we had about 6 games every Sunday when we first started, when she was cooking. That's how the concept came about.
Let me ask you about this line. Why do you think it's hard to find a woman who respects her grind and about breaking the cycle of a 9 to 5?
I'm gonna answer this. The cycle of a 9 to 5, that was more so me asking myself that question, you know what I mean? I just feel like we all know what we want to do, but they kind of make it to where it's not as, you know, easy as we think it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So also we all want to be entrepreneurs. I actually got a small business, but I'm not able to retire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And run off that substantial money that's coming in. It's not no big money.
So why do you think it's hard to find a woman who respects the grind and breaking the cycle of a 9 to 5?
That cycle over 9 to 5, man, that was actually me asking myself why I can't break the cycle. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got all the tools to, you know, sometimes you just gotta take that leap of faith. But it ain't that easy, man. It ain't that easy, man. You know, the leap of faith is the hardest thing to do. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta do it and figure it out on the way down. But you know what I'm saying? I haven't got to that phase yet. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I do have a couple of business
What you think you're missing?
A little bit more courage. I'm gonna be all the way real with you, man. As far as like, you know, quitting my job and just jumping out and figuring it out on the way out. Like I said, but I have started a couple businesses, small businesses, nothing too crazy, but it definitely helps with extra income.
The crazy thing that I think is to use your 9 to 5 to front your business.
To front your business. That's what I'm trying to do now.
That's all I do.
That's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, this is all I do right now. This is all my guys. You see all the cameras out here. We don't want to fucking work forever, so we just want to invest in us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And go do that.
So, and as far as the
woman, we ain't gonna let you get past that.
Yeah. As far as the woman,
you thought you was gonna get past that.
Yeah. Sometimes you gonna try to bypass a couple joints to respect the grind. You know, like I think hustlers or cats who like to go, who like to go on a grind and get money and income, and like for me, it ain't even about the money. I'm on a everlasting path that I don't know when it's gonna stop. If you remember it, I don't know. How do I stop that? You know what I'm saying? How do I stop that? So that's something I'm striving for, which I don't even know how I'm going to achieve it. You know, so I'm constantly doing something to try to achieve that goal. So like for a woman that's but beside your side, she's going to be very supportive in the beginning. But to ride that roller coaster ride all the way out, a lot of times they getting off at the stop. You know what I'm saying? Like
they getting off.
Somehow that roller coaster might stop for them to get off, but you still on that constant roller coaster.
I don't think sometimes they don't see the whole vision of what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's why they get off. Like if you're a rapper, they say, "Oh well, everybody raps."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That too. And honestly, I'm all the way good now, but it was a bitter line. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have a bad breakup, but it was a bitter line for. You know what I'm saying, my ex situation, you know what I mean? So that was like, damn, hey, you gotta respect what I'm doing, try to respect what I'm doing. So going into my next situation, you know what I mean, trying to give them a heads up, like support is one of my biggest factors.
This is what I'm gonna do. If I support you, I need you to support me the same way.
Or even more.
Right. You know what I mean? So never gonna go to one of my drinks. I want it all.
Yeah.
100 niggas streaming, 10% that's really gonna get it. So how do you become that 10%? And what other steps you feel it takes to be that 10%?
Well, I adopted that work ethic from my grandpops. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, like you said, this generation is very lazy. You know what I'm saying? Very lazy. And some due to their own factors. And some due to technology of the generation that we have now. But 10%, that was basically me. Like I said, that was me talking to myself, trying to motivate myself and inspire myself. That whole soundbite was, I'm not speaking about nobody. It's not a sub. It's not nothing. No, that's me.
It's a fact, actually.
That's white talking to the white. You know what I mean? Get your ass up. Get your lazy ass up. We got a job to do. We got a mission to accomplish. So, basically everybody's dreaming. Everybody got a dream. You got a dream. Everybody got a dream. You know what I'm saying? You out here chasing your dream now. You know what I'm saying? Mac, I need that interview. You like, nigga, what's up? We all out here on the independent level. You know what I mean? We working. But this is me chasing my dream, and the 10% is something that everybody wanted. Only the other 10 is gonna go get it or try to obtain it. You know what I'm saying?
So only 10 is gonna make it, actually, and that's the fucked up.
Nah, it's gonna be less than 10 that's gonna make it.
Probably less than 10.
You know what I mean? But 10 is gonna be like, all right,
10 is gonna still be pushing that door.
I'm still pushing for it. I'm gonna push for it, exactly. So. That was me just saying like, yo, I'm not like y'all.
Right, I'm gonna go for it. I'm not like y'all. So. Now, why do you feel you have to motivate the kids? Because I see you do that a lot. And in the music, you said that. And I want it all. So why do you feel you have to motivate the kids?
Like I stated before, I feel like we one of the first role models and influencers that we have, influencers that we're gonna influence the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like we are the first people that they see on the wake up, you know what I mean? Constantly, though, I know these guys is, attached to their phones now with the Rick Rosses and all the other rappers, Jay-Z, and they still gonna look up to somebody in the neighborhood. So you could be that key role model, that key, you know what I'm saying, figure that they can look up to, that they can touch. You know what I'm saying? So they can't touch Rick Ross. Right. They can't constantly, you can wake up and see White and whoever ever, you know what I'm saying, that you think is ill.
White and say, yo, White, I need such this advice and all
that. What I mean? So that's where I come in and try to host as many events and do a lot of things for the culture. So, and then put it online. That's the way of marketing to the younger generation.
Because they only respect some shit if they see it.
They see it, yeah. So
you can tell them that you did it all the time.
They worse than us. They way worse. Especially because
it never happened.
Yeah, because there's too many cell phones and cameras out now. Like people got cameras on the regular. That they record their everyday life
every day, but nobody knows I feed the homeless every day.
Exactly.
And it's because it's not on social media.
Exactly. I got a motto for that though. You know what I'm saying? I say, yo, record everything positive, but they gonna record everything negative.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So if you are feeding the homeless, I know some people might look at it like, yo, I don't want to do it because people might look at it like, why am I recording me?
Like,
but that's a positive. You don't have to do that. Yeah. You know, if that's coming out of your pocket, regardless of how they look at it, promote it. You know
every Friday, I got a dude waiting for me as soon as I get off the train.
Yeah,
he knows he's going to eat when he sees me.
Why not? You know what I'm saying?
I tell him, yo, come meet me at my job.
But you're doing that out of the kindness of your heart.
Yeah, and I want to see him get where he want to go.
Exactly.
Now my next joint, I got to get to this joint. Fuck It's Up. Yeah. I love the vibe of that.
Uh-huh.
How you came up with the concept of that joint?
That was my shit, man. That was actually, I think, the last record I recorded.
That was the last record?
I think that and Legacy was the last 2 records I recorded for sure.
That's one of my favorite records.
You know what I mean? Fuck Is Up?
Fuck Is Up.
Fuck Is Up. So, I'm going to be real with you. I heard the beat and I love the vibe on that joint. And like I said, that was the last one that I entered the placements. And I was listening to a lot of Mozzie, bro. Like, I was listening to a lot of Mozzie. I ain't gonna lie. Mozzie is my guy. I was listening to Mozzie. And I feel like I kind of like used some of his cadences and flows on there or that type of vibe with my down south slang and, you know, my New York flavor. So I kind of blended all 3 together.
So you kind of cheated.
I cheated. New York, Cali, you know what I'm saying? New York, Cali, North Carolina, that's like a different vibe because I'm actually rapping, but the hook is,
Fuck It's Up.
I gave him a little twang on there, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I was listening to Mozzie. Big shout out to Mozzie. And he definitely had a influence on that record right there, you know, from a...
Can I give you a line from that one?
Yeah, definitely.
Elevate the culture. Money is the motive. Loyalty is golden. Principles decreasing. Standards getting lower. Explain that bar, because that one caught my eye.
That kind of, I hit niggas with, I had to jump in my Jadakiss bag for that, man. That was just me just talking real shit, man. Standards getting lower, loyalty decreasing. I was just hitting different pockets of, you know, this generation basically they not like us, you know what I'm saying? They values are a lot different from what, you know what I'm saying, we did when we grew up. Especially when my grandparents and my parents did.
I think because if you really look at it, our grandparents was like the last to have seen everything that went through the struggle.
Yeah.
So the value of these kids, they're not gonna, like, the crazy thing is they're not even gonna know who Martin Luther King and all that stuff is.
So that's crazy. That's crazy.
They're not even gonna think about who Martin Luther King and all that is. If you really, because it's gonna be nobody to tell it.
Yeah.
Like our grandparents tell it.
Uh-huh.
So when you see the value and everything is decreasing, it's because they don't know anything.
Yeah. So like you would, that's basically it. The education is decreasing. They don't value things the way we do it. It's not, the loyalty is not there. I don't even think they actually understand loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Because now everything is, let's do it for the bag. Let's do it for the money. Let's do it for the clout. Let's do it for the views. Why not do it for your man? Because he needs the support.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's just different, man. It's different. And I'm looking at it because now I kind of feel like J. Cole feels. Mm-hmm. He said, you know, I'm stuck in the middle of 2 generations.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
We are actually
we are that same exact era.
Same exact era.
So I'm looking up to the, you know, some of my OGs who didn't get it right. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of correcting them, as well as trying to correct the young guys too. You know what I'm saying? As well as still find myself.
And you're actually, look at the crazy thing when he dropped Middle Child. I looked at that shit. I said, wow. He looked at Jay as an OG. But the 21 Savage, he's an OG.
He's the OG.
You know what I'm saying? And he's only in his 30s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that era, that 80s era of kids, it actually really is the Middle Child.
Yeah, that concept of that record was super. He executed that to the T.
Right.
To the T. Yeah, that shit was... that shit, think about it now, that shit was too fire, man. So that's basically where that's the kind of pocket I was hitting, like the Middle Child, Jadakiss kind of pocket for that. You know what I'm saying?
So I got another one for you. You're trying to celebrate excellence with more blacks. How important is that to you?
That's very important. Very important. If you look at some of the guys that you spoke about earlier that inspired me, you know what I'm saying? That's what they preach. That's what they teach. That's what they like to educate. You know what I'm saying? Master P, Nipsey Hussle, 2 Chainz. These are guys who constantly preach entrepreneurship, ownership amongst ourselves. Let's push ourselves. Let's push the, you know what I'm saying? let's push the needle a little further so we all can get in the door.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even the people that's you might not be able to make, you know, as much as the top-notch guy, but you in the door, you know what I'm saying? Now you set, you know what I mean? So if we can get to that level to where majority of us is at a comfortable state, I think that's something I would love to see, man. Like, it ain't nothing like going to, for example, I went to a HBCU, you know what I'm saying? I went to a HBCU, black college. Ain't nothing like coming back to that college as a reunion and seeing all your people that's still successful, you know what I'm saying? They come back, they got a story. I got my own printing shop. I got my own this, I got that. That's, to me, that's fire, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm more of, I guess, you can see I'm more visible, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can see everything I kind of make it that way, you can see, but I don't actually see everything that everybody's doing. So when we come back and as a reunion, as the homecoming, I get to hear about it. Yeah. So that line kind of came from that. I kind of want to celebrate
when I was listening to that line, it was also around the time I think Nipsey had passed, and there was people saying, why did Nipsey go back to the hood? And when I heard the line, and I'm like, he went back to the hood because he wanted other blacks to see that we could be. Exactly. Do you feel like blacks should not go back to the hood?
Nah, you think I haven't reached that level of success. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, to say that, but at this level, I'm gonna say I understand everything Nip was doing, and no, I don't think they should not go back.
Now, listening to the song, I hear your mom had cancer, and it broke me down because my grandfather died from cancer. But I was so happy when you said she beat it. But how was that time for y'all? Like, what was you feeling going through?
I got good news and I got bad news, right? So we had to go get a second opinion. So she really didn't beat it. I don't really speak about it much. She's going through it now. She's in a good, healthy state, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She's going through it right now. During that time period, and I don't know if you remember when I stated earlier that my mother and my grandmother was like all the strongest people I ever met. Like, so even at that time period,
she probably wasn't even bringing it up.
I was the last one to know out of all the kids. You know what I'm saying? She never explained to me why. Probably she felt like I was going to bug out. You know what I'm saying? But even as she's telling me, she's like, the way she's telling me is like, she's so cool, calm. Like, it ain't like you got a cold or flu. Like, she like, yeah, I got cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I need you to be. Once y'all break down, and I'm gonna break down. You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about these viruses and cancer, things like that, stress. Once you let it stress you and you fall into a state of depression,
that's how it defeats you.
Yeah, it defeats you faster. You know what I'm saying? It defeats you faster. So you hit it right on the nail. So she like, yo, I don't need y'all to stress because it's gonna cause me to stress out. And you know, obviously,
if y'all get into that and give up type of mentality, that's gonna make her give up.
Yeah.
If she see that y'all going strong, she'll go strong a little bit longer.
But listen, she ain't need us. she ain't need us. Mom Duke's holding it down, man. Like, it's crazy how strong she is and how much she was able to handle that. Because I don't even think at a young age, and I'm probably in my prime right now, you know what I'm saying, as far as strength, I don't think I was able. I would have been able to handle that. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
Well, I'm going to definitely pray on that. Hope you definitely beat that.
Appreciate it, man. You can see how I'm even talking about it, because when I recorded that joint, it was emotional. I didn't even know if I wanted people to know, but then she came to listen to Party too.
Your mom came?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Gotta check out the video.
That's dope. I didn't get an invite to the listening party, but I'm not going to tell anybody else. Not going to tell anybody else.
Let me break that down.
Yeah. Why did I get my invite? We should break that down.
I apologize. First and foremost. But secondly, man, I was so wrapped up in my marketing and strategic planning.
And I was not a part of his marketing and strategic planning.
Nah, you was. But let me tell you, I missed all of the media. I forgot to invite all of the media. I forgot to invite all of the DJs. I just had all my people there, bro. I effed up, bro.
But that was something I would have definitely came. I had to see it on YouTube, too.
Yo,
that kind of hurt.
Bro. I effed up bad, yo. When I hit it, I'm like, yo, I'm going down my list, like, probably like a week later. I'm like, yo, and people looking at comments, because it got crazy at that time. Like, so, from Facebook to Instagram, they was on me. You know what I'm saying? They was liking the project, and people was actually commenting, which is love. But I'm like, a couple DJs like, yo, why I wasn't invited? I'm like, oh. Yeah, I don't know how I did that, but I got overwhelmed though. I got overwhelmed with the process because I did about 90 to 95% of everything myself.
Yeah.
Like I said, besides the mixing and mastering, playing the listening party, I only actually invited about 30 or 40 people.
But it was more than 30.
It was about 100 people who came out, not including no media or DJs. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, the DJs didn't come out. Okay, I'll let it go.
Nah, so that's my apology to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that's watching, this is my official apology. You know what I'm saying? So, it won't happen again though. That'll be the first people I invite. Media gonna be in there when I come in here setting up. We're gonna shoot a little mini documentary, whatever we're gonna do, man. But and the DJ is definitely gonna be there for sure. So I'll make sure I have it right.
Get to one of my least favorite songs. Look,
favorite?
Champagne, burgers, and fries.
That's your least favorite?
That is my least favorite song, and I understand why you did it. That's why it's my least favorite.
You're a real hip hop head, though.
Yeah, and this is why it's my least favorite because I understood why you did it. And I said he didn't have to do it, but just to know that you could do it, I was like, all right, it's whatever.
I only got about 2, maybe 3 tracks that I feel like I can compete with the younger audience.
One.
You know what I'm saying? The younger audience and the younger artists.
Yeah.
So I had to throw it out there and let them know, like, hold on, I can jump in y'all lane and still give it a different vibe. So that was me, and also it's a real story. Like that story, London Cash wrote that record. You know,
it sounded like a London Cash.
London Cash wrote that.
Tell London Cash I hate it.
What? Yeah, London Cash wrote that vibe. You know what I'm saying? And, it's a true story. Like he got that. He said he wrote the joint from when he was working at Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? He got that he was inspired from working at Wendy's. So that's where the burgers and fries came about. Where he was like, yo, you know, I came up with my guys, and we went through a lot. Obviously, you know, had our ups, had our downs financially.
No, it's a dope song. It's just know that that's something easy that y'all could do.
Very easy.
Just to listen to y'all mixtapes and all that, and listen to y'all covers. I said they just copped out on this one.
Now we didn't though, but we had it. You know, the funny thing, that's the most requested joint on it.
Why wouldn't it be?
Most requested. We played that like, yo, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I played a couple joints 2 or 3 times. I played it like 7 times back to back.
Do you see that rule in?
But at my listening party, it wasn't that many young guys. It was these my people.
But guess what? Your people was liking the era of this music.
Yeah.
So it's not hard to even do that. When I heard you do it, I said, oh, "Damn, White just did this shit because he could."
Yeah, no.
And the lyrics was hard body.
Yeah, we had the style on it though.
That's what I'm saying. I just said he did this shit because he could.
Yeah.
He didn't have to make this record.
But I wanted to show them, like I said, my versatility, show them that I could tap into different lanes and, you know, still keep it me. You know what I mean? So that was the whole project. Be remembered and be authentic.
That was dope. Now I'm gonna finish it out with this question. If you had one more combo with your grandfather, what would you want to tell him?
What I want to tell him, man. Tough one right there, man. First and foremost, I want to let them know that you know, don't worry about your name. It's good. We're gonna uphold it and make sure it's honored the right way. You know what I'm saying? And I'll probably thank him a million times. You know what I'm saying, for some of the jewels and gems that he dropped on me. You know, I'll probably thank him. That'll probably be about 10 minutes of the conversation. Just, yo, I appreciate it. You know, understand? Because me looking at my younger self, I didn't get it at the time. You know what I'm saying? Being immature. But
you understand all the Jews now.
I understand everything now, very loud and clear too. It's like he talking to me directly. You know what I'm saying? I just want him to know that I'm gonna keep his name alive as long as I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? And show people that, you know, your message as far as, you know, work ethic is getting passed along. You know what I'm saying? If anything, that man is the hardest working man. Like my grandmother and my mother, the strongest people I know. He's the hardest working person I've ever met. You know what I'm saying? Like on any level, bro. You're not outworking that man. Like you're not outworking. I lived with him for years. I don't think I've seen him sleep more than twice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's crazy.
That man is a workaholic. So that's where I think I get my values and I get my ethics from. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta just appreciate him for that. You know what I mean? So,
like I told you earlier in the interview, there's a place you could go to. And you talk to him directly, and I hope you do it. Yeah. And after you do it, you better call me and tell me how you feel.
I'm going this year.
I'm telling you, you're going to feel relieved after.
You got my word, and if I don't,
Oh no, I'm gonna know if you don't, because I'm gonna keep hitting you up.
Oh yeah,
no,
I need that. I need that because I planned on doing it sometime last year, and I kind of copped out, got nervous, and was like,
you got to do it when it's right.
Yeah, so I kind of dished up and was like, nah, I fell back, but yo,
it was a pleasure being out here to your spot.
My guy,
please tell everybody. Shout out to my guy Lee Bulls. Shout out to my guy Coley Streets. They definitely handled that camera situation.
Yo, handled it crazy, man. We out here. You see, it's nighttime. We still on the rooftop. We just finished we
finished 2 bottles.
we just vibing, man. So big shout out to the guys, man, for coming out for me. Like I said, y'all can find that Be Remembered on all digital platforms: Tidal, Apple, Spotify. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Mayback the President. You know what I'm saying? That's MAYBACK. The President. Check out everything I'm doing. Crunch Time Basketball, Bodega Bars 4 is coming this summer. Hopefully, if I can, get rid of the basketball surgery. Once that's over, we can set up something. And once again, shout out to
niggas moving slow. That's why I'm slugging him. Greg got that coke out there. I guess that is the plug of him. I've been on that trapping shit. Money fast, I'm jacking it.
Hold up. Yeah, get ready. I gotta go after that. I like the energy on this. Hold up. Listen. First off, man, I don't do subs. I'm in the high position. Whatever's over the boss, nigga, that's my position. Yeah, I learned a lot through rap. All these hot Diddy bitches gon' pop if you rap. And I ain't even talking about money. We gon' get to that. You broke and you lost your bitch, you ain't gon' get it back. Cause I'm back on my grind, back in my bag, Back to the pen, back to the lab, fuck with the hood. Nigga, they don't fuck with the rats, I'm always working. That's where I'm comfortable at. Name a nigga hotter. Man, I fucking need a doctor. Niggas played out. They like double strap products, I be flexing. Feeling like the flyest in my section. You got a gun, I got a brain, coolest weapon. Low key, I'm scared of success, but I'm scared to fail more. My drive double my pride, watch me excel more. I see them dumbing it down so they can sell more. I'ma keep showing them bars, it's like a jail tour. The homie Nas wasn't dumbing it down. DMX and LOX wasn't dumbing it down. Jay-Z and Kanye, they was running the town, but they the vets. We the young niggas running it now. I want it now. You see the king, double my crown. I'm from the hood, 100 block, it's for the town. I'm around. I tell them talk less, nigga, work more. Stop tweeting, talking about moves, that's what the work for. Tell her dot, arch your back, so it can hurt more. Spit on it, tell her get sloppy so she can jerk more. I takes money, never seen a dollar I ain't like. Anti-social, nigga, fuck the followers and likes. We the best in the game of chess. Better make your next move your best move. Better guard your chest, better wear your vest. Cause I see them taking shots, but they really showing love. Never say my name, but they throwing hella subs. With a love, with a plug, with them niggas getting money. I said with the drugs, with the bad bitches, and I bet they in the club. I seen a couple niggas hating like they need a hug. Oh, you a dub, nigga? It's back to rap, back to back. I challenge any rapper. We can go track for track. We can go bar for bar, scratch for scratch. We can battle with no beat and take it back to smack. So let's rap. You ain't better than me. That's facts. I hear a beat. I see food like Crab Shack. I got mad raps. Hill shit like Mad Max. You saying I smoke niggas on mad tracks. I know the struggle came from nothing. Gotta hustle. Cocky nigga back on this shit. I'm out of humble. Running shit straight up the block. I never fumble. No gun to shoot the vibe. Let them rumble. The hottest rappers can't rap. That's what state we in. So when white go nuts, it's macadamia. Get back. Just crack. I'm gonna bring the 80s and fuck your list. Your top 5 and your favorite friend. I'm ignorant. Play it cool cause I'm innocent. Broke with a college degree, it made me belligerent. Gotta live with it, I'm grown, I gotta deal with it. Relieve stress, open the pad, pick the pen to it. This is what you get, a young fly nigga on this shit. Thinking about getting money off the strip. I've been here, flow tight like Pip Gear. You see that nigga flyer than me? I'm like, bitch, where? Yeah, cause I'm flyer than all the Harlem niggas. You see the swag, hashtag is unbothered, nigga. I hate the sideline, I'm a starter, nigga smashing up first. George Washington Carvin, nigga. They're like, dog, how you think of this shit? Hit the club and blue money. Think of the Crips, I know the reward. Nigga, I don't think of the risk. I know a 9 to 5 never gonna get you rich. I'm sick, and I write nice, check the penmanship. This is food and I'ma eat like it's endless shrimp. I won't stop. I'm at the table with the real ones, but Winsky think I won't stop until the bill come. Everybody shooting in this real, so nobody got license. Everybody conceal one. top 5, that's one of my goals. Smash Trina in Dubai, another one of my goals. I got a good bitch, I don't want none of you hoes. Fuck her rich, man, I want a couple of homes. So